Well, good morning, folks. Bienvenidos. Buenos dias. Good morning. What is happening? We're here, Bangor, County Down, outside Slevin House, our accommodation for a few days before we set off on our little trip around Ireland in the van. Thought we'd treat ourselves to a bit of luxury. Anyway, this is where it is. Princetown Road, a nice part of Bangor. We're going to head off. And good old faithful, Ali's ready, waiting in the passenger seat to give directions as to our journey today, folks. So come with us, enjoy today's video. We're going to check out the Ards Peninsula, Donaghadee. It's 6 miles from Bangor to Donaghadee. The Ards Peninsula is a little, I guess, peninsula, as the name suggests. It goes all the way down to Portaferry, and from there we can take a ferry over to Stratford. So I'm not sure exactly where we're going to end up today, but we're going to just check out some little villages on the peninsula here, folks. So keep watching. Keep watching our adventures. More to follow. See you soon. So I suppose let's take a wee explore around Groomsport here. Groomsport, County Down, just outside of Bangor. Our first stop on our tour of the peninsula. Nice little harbour here. Very quiet little fishing village. Some boats in the harbour there. There's a nice little flower arrangement and a boat. That's it. The villager. Cockle Row cottages. I'm not actually sure if there's anything inside, but this would be a busy hive of activity in the summertime. Well, which it is summer. It's a craft, gift and souvenirs available. It is open. So it says here the cottages are 350 years old. So they were going to be demolished actually, and Bangor Art Club leased them from the council and renovated them. So let's take a wee look inside the Cockle Row cottages. Let's see what's inside the thatched roof. What lies behind this door? Let's have a look. So this is over 350 years old, folks. Saved from demolition by the Bangor Art Society in the 1950s. And now it's just a little reminder of our past, of how buildings used to be all those years ago. You got some of the old crockery things and some of the old traditional dress. You got some overseas visitors signing books.
Visitors from Mexico.
All the way from Mexico. What else have we got? Belfast, Sheffield, Florida, Argentina. So we do get a good bit of tourism here in North Down. Definitely undersell ourselves, I think, as a tourist destination. But that's what I'm here for. It's part of my mission as a Bangor man, born and bred. Coming back, I like to explore what's on our doorstep here, folks, in this country. There's a lot of history, a lot of interesting things. Look, you can even dress up as a dress up as a farmer or something. Suits you. The arrival of the Scottish settlers. We are in North Down, which is a large Ulster Scots settlement.
I got a big cabasota as you.
Ah, lots of ideas. So this was actually a port as well. So the ship, the Eagle Wing, was a ship going to America. She left from Groomsport port. So immigrants, Irish immigrants, going from here to America from the old Groomsport. Who'd have thought? Smell the old peat burning there, folks. Can't beat a good old bit of peat. So yeah, traditional thatched roof. I'm sure that's not easy to build. It was one of the places where immigrant ships set sail from Ireland to go to America, and one of the first ships was called the Eagle's Wing, and it was full of Presbyterians bound for the new world. And I guess the Presbyterian immigration came a lot earlier than the Catholic immigration later because of the famine. So there was a lot of Ulster Scots people went off to the frontiers of America, and they would have set sail from here, from Groomsport, on the Eagle Wing. And this was also the landing place of the Duke of Schomberg, who fought in the Battle of Boyne with King William, William of Orange. So another historical site here, and we're just going to take a walk around the coast. Lovely beach, lovely little quiet town here just outside of Bangor. And as always, when the sun shines, it's a lovely place to be. If only that sun would come out a little bit more, folks. So we're just going to continue a little tour of Donaghadee here. Got some people doing some sea swimming here in the water.
No, I have passed, yeah. You got your beer?
Anybody fancy a swim? The nice cold waters of County Down. Do a bit of paddleboarding as well. We've got a bit of sea activity going on here today, folks. Check it out. I've already got a video on Donaghadee, so I'll put the link in the description. And it's always made much better whenever the weather is good. Every day's a school day, folks. Just learned that Donaghadee Lighthouse was the first lighthouse in the island of Ireland to get electricity back in the 1800s and somethings. Anyway, short visit today, just passing through, checking out the peninsula, so we're not going to have time to check out too many things, but we're going to go get some coffee here because it's almost coffee o'clock. Those of you that are into the railway history of the area, this was actually Belfast and County Down railway terminus. Not very impressive, if I must say so myself, in terms of other railway termini in Ulster. No, it's a social club. So not very impressive in terms of train stations, I must say. Looks like a normal building, this looks like a house or an office or something. So we're just taking a wee walk up the main street in Donaghadee here, having a little peruse before we head on to our next destination. Just reading there in the Stormy Cup Cafe a little story about how Donaghadee got its name. Apparently there was a guy called Donaghadee who came from Killarney, and him and his wife were having lots of arguments, lots of discussions. So imagine that. Yeah, of course not. Him and his wife were having lots of discussions, lots of arguments. So Donaghadee decided to move up to the northwest of the island to a place which is now called Donaghadee. D meaning church in Irish as well, so Donaghadee's church. Let's explore the town of Donaghadee. So there's Grace Nails, apparently Ireland's oldest pub. Although I believe there is one in Athlone called Sean's Pub, which is also the oldest pub in Ireland, so I'm not sure which one is the oldest. Does do get Guinness in there, so maybe if we have time for Guinness o'clock, we'll have some Guinness. So another thing to see if you're here in Donaghadee is check out the moat. Can't miss it, see it for miles around. It was actually a gunpowder store. Not actually sure what it's used for now, but it is here on a sort of hill in the town here, and you can climb up. It's free to come and look at. Nice view of the harbour. Now to make our way back down all those steps, folks. All the puff I used getting up here, all these steps. So guys, we're just having a wee pit stop here in Donaghadee, getting the old van filled up, get some water in her, get the toilet cleaned. These little out of service things are actually dotted around the country. Don't see them that often in Northern Ireland. They're more common in kind of France and mainland Europe, but they are pretty handy because you can get water here for your water tank, and you can empty your chemical toilet. So there is one here in Donaghadee in the Commons. So if you're in the area, you can pop in and empty your shit and get some water. They've also got electric point as well. You've got to buy tokens for that. So the tokens, I believe, you can buy from the council. But yeah, just giving her a wee top up here, filling her up with some water. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed your trip today down the Ards Peninsula. We've ended up in our destination here of Portaferry, which is just down at the very bottom. And the A2 route does continue on to Strangford, which is just across there, and on down towards the Mourne Mountains. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do that today. We're going to have to finish our video today, our trip through Bangor, Donaghadee, Malile and the Ards Peninsula. So yes, Portaferry down at the bottom here. Nice tranquil port, and right at the mouth of Strangford Lough. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't done already for more videos like this, and follow us on our trip in camper van all around the island of Ireland. Enjoy.